All right. Good evening, everybody. I guess 5:30 counts as evening. As co-dean of the law school, it is my great pleasure to welcome our faculty, staff, graduates, and guests to the Case Western Reserve University School of Law Commencement Awards Ceremony for 2021. I'm Michael Scharf, and with me as co-host of tonight's ceremony is Dean Jessica Berg. And we thank you for joining us. Now in its 11th year, this award ceremony was created to celebrate and honor the accomplishments of our graduating students. We commend the class of 2021 graduates for your hard work, which brought you to this celebration. Now, before we begin, we would like to acknowledge all of the School of Law friends, donors, alumni, and supporters who continue to make scholarships and opportunities available to our school and to our students. To the graduates with us today, we encourage you to give back to the school through your time and support when you're able to do so, in order to ensure that this type of rich legacy is available to the next generation of students who follow you. Now, before we announce the award winners, I do want to personally congratulate every single one of them for their accomplishments. With racial strife, a divisive presidential election, and the worst pandemic in 100 years to contend with, this year's recipients' accomplishments are all that much more impressive. Every recipient represents the best of our law school, and we are absolutely thrilled to have this opportunity to celebrate them today. As each award winner's name is called, we will use Zoom Spotlight to identify them to all of our viewers so that we can collectively celebrate their accomplishments. Please also use the webinar's chat function to offer personal notes of congratulations to our honorees throughout this program. Now let me turn it over to co-dean Jessica Berg.
Thank you. So this award ceremony recognizes our graduating students, which means that many of these awards were gifted over the course of the last 3 years. As such, some of today's students are being recognized for past achievements as well as current ones. Not all of our honorees were able to join us today, but a full list of award winners will be published on our website over the coming week. To help us present our first honor, the Federal Bar Association Award, we welcome Jim Satola. Jim, class of 1989, serves on the editorial board of The Federal Lawyer, the national publication of the Federal Bar Association. He previously served on the Federal Bar Association's Circuit Vice President for the Sixth Circuit. He clerked for the U.S. District Court Judge John Manos after completing law school and was a general litigation attorney for many years. Jim, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you. This is the 11th straight year that I've been able to do this. In fact, even though we didn't have a ceremony last year, I happened to be in front of the school at 2 o'clock, which on a Saturday afternoon, at about the same time that I would have normally been doing this. So the Federal Bar Association Award was created by the Northern District of Ohio chapter of the FBA in 1993 to support an annual award given to the top student in constitutional law at the Case Western Reserve School of Law. And I want to extend my hearty congratulations, both on behalf of myself, on behalf of the chapter's board and all of its members, to announce the winner of the award for this year is Jesse Wynn, who I see is on the screen. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jesse.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
to help us present the Arthur E. Silge Award, we welcome Roger Shoemaker, class of 1976. Roger has been a friend of the university for many years. He served on the Estate Planning Advisory Steering Council, and he lends his expertise on tax law whenever called on to do so. He is also a member of the Law School Society of Benchers and has attended our award ceremony in person and now virtually for many years. Roger is an attorney at McDonald Hopkins, which generously supports School of Law scholarships through the annual fund. Thank you, Roger, for joining us again this year.
Thank you, Dean. I'm glad to be here. The Arthur E. Peter Silge Award was established in 1986 by his widow. Initially, it was part of a fund to endow a chair, but the investments had done so well, they said, what do we do with this excess? And so I agreed without a court cypre action to say, yeah, we can do scholarships. So the scholarship fund was created for students who excelled in the study of wills and trusts. Mr. Peter Silge, a member of the class of 1927, served for years as an attorney in the Cleveland area. I'm proud and to present and congratulate this year's recipient, Timothy Gower. Thank you.
To present our next award, we welcome Professor Dan Jaffe. Professor Jaffe is the director of the Legal Writing, Leadership, Experiential Learning, Advocacy, and Professionalism LEAP program. Prior to joining our faculty in 2006, he practiced in the fields of education law and labor law, and he continues to teach education law to this day. Having previously served as the executive director of the Clean Air Conservancy, Professor Jaffe is here on behalf of the Adelstein Foundation. Please join us in welcoming Dan Jaffe.
Thank you, Jessica. So I want to take this opportunity just for a moment to remember my friends, Hope and Stanley Adelstein, who established the Stanley and Hope Adelstein Environmental Law Award. Stanley was a bit of an environmental gadfly in all the best ways, and he rarely missed an opportunity to support and advocate for environmental protection. One of Stanley and Hope's most passionate causes was environmental education and teaching the next generation, training the next generation of environmental activists. So with this in mind, in 1981, they funded the Stanley I. and Hope S. Adelstein Environmental Award, which goes to the student who creates the best written work on environmental law. And so the work this year is for two papers, one called Protecting Wetlands, Environmental Federalism and Grassroots Conservation in the Prairie Pothole Region, and another paper called ERISA Plans and ESG Investing, Investment Duties Regulation, Financial Factors in Selecting Plan Investments, Climate Risk, and Other ESG Factors. And both papers were written by this year's winner, Henry Holmes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Henry. Now, to help us present our next awards, we welcome Professor Jonathan Enton. Professor Enton served for nearly 8 years as the law school's Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, during which time graduating students twice honored him as Administrator of the Year. An additional 5 graduating classes honored him as Teacher of the Year. And despite taking emeritus status several years ago, he continues to serve as the faculty advisor to the Case Western Reserve Law Review and will teach administrative law this coming fall. Thank you for joining us once again, Jonathan.
Thank you, Michael. The first award I'm going to present tonight is the Patricia Burgess Public Law Prize. That prize was established in 2004 to provide an annual honor to a student for outstanding academic performance in the field of public law. I'm honored to present this award. Patricia Burgess was one of my best students and an outstanding lawyer. We are grateful to have the award's steward, John Shelley, watching this broadcast. Thank you, John. The recipient of this year's award is Christine Shearer. Christine excelled in half a dozen public law courses and also wrote several outstanding papers in this general area. including a fine law review note on abortion regulation, a thoughtful comment about some implications of the Supreme Court's decision last year in Bostock against Clayton County, and most recently, a terrific paper about the intersection of two obscure but important Supreme Court doctrines that are perhaps going to be tested in the very near future. So congratulations, Christine, for a job very well done.
Thank you.
The next award I'm going to present is for the Note of the Year on the Case Western Reserve Law Review. The Law Review is a student-edited scholarly publication that deals with subjects of general interest to the legal profession. The Note of the Year is selected from approximately 20 submissions every year. The class of 2021 recipient of the Note of the Year award for his note, Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, Defending Severability After Murphy, Collins, and Selah Law, is Gregory Hilbert. Greg's note thoughtfully analyzes the questions that arise when a court strikes down one part of a larger statute. He defends the principle of severing the offending provision while trying to leave the remainder of the law intact, but also offers valuable suggestions for how courts can improve their application of severability doctrine. Congratulations, Greg.
Thank you.
To help us present our next set of awards, we welcome Associate Dean and Professor Laura Mcnally Levine. A member of the law school's faculty since 2005, she serves as Associate Dean for Experiential Education and Director of the Milton A. Kramer Law Clinic Center. Dean Mcnally Levine has focused her practice in the areas of health law and poverty law, focused on children and individuals with disabilities. She's directed the Health Law Clinic, supervised summer hospital externships, and served as the faculty liaison for our Biskin Summer Fellowship Program. Laura, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dean Berg. The first award I get to talk about is the Saul S. Biskin Fellowships. I've had the pleasure of overseeing this program for many years and working really closely with the Biskin family in awarding these fellowships. I know that Eve Clothen would love to be here today, but she is unable to meet our wonderful graduates who have provided many public interest services through the years with this program. It was originally established in 1996 to provide support to students who dedicate a summer to public interest law. The following students received Biskin fellowships for summer public interest work they completed during their law school careers. Emily Calla went to Legal Aid of East Tennessee, Russell Hauser to the Legal Aid Society of Cleveland, and Blair Mills to Legal Services of Eastern Missouri. Thank you all for your great work. The next award, there's Blair. The next award is the Samuel Archie Award. This comes out of the Milton A. Kramer Law Clinic Center. It was established in 2013 by Samuel Archie. He was one of our clients and he wanted to recognize students who had represented him, and we established an award in his name because he had donated some money to thank those students and honor the client relationship. So we established the award to demonstrate excellence in client relationships and client relations. And the recipient of the Samuel Archie Award is Russell Hauser Jr. For his work with the Second Chance Reentry Clinic this year. Everyone in the clinic thought he did a fantastic job. We've eavesdropped and learned lots of things that he's done with our clients over his time with us, and know that he's going to do a wonderful job with clients in the future. So it's an honor to give him this award in Mr. Archie's name. The next award is the Jack Cronquist Award. It was established in 1994 to provide annual support to a student with outstanding performance and commitment to clients in the Milton A. Kramer Law Clinic Center. The recipient of this year's award is Michael Gibbons. He spent the whole year in the health law clinic, and there isn't a single thing in the health law clinic or that the health law clinic did this year that he didn't touch. We kept pitching things and he kept picking them up and did a really fantastic job. So thank you, Michael, for all that you did this year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the next award is the Clinical Legal Education Association Outstanding Externship Student Award. It recognizes excellence in a capstone externship. This year's recipient for her work with the NHL's Pittsburgh Penguins is Carly Koza.
Thank you so much, Dean Mcnally.
Great job, Carly. And the last award that I have the pleasure of announcing is, since 1996, the Diane Ethics Award has recognized the graduating student who has demonstrated in academic, professional, and extracurricular activities the best understanding of the ethics and ideals of the legal profession. This year's recipient is Quentin Sims.
Okay,
Okay, Quentin's not here, so I am done.
thank you very much, Laura. We now welcome Professor Shirona Hoffman. Professor Hoffman was voted the 1L Teacher of the Year by this year's graduating class, the third time that she has been so honored. Half the class of 2021 was fortunate to have her as their civil procedure professor. For many students, scheduling her upper level courses such as health law and discrimination in employment is an absolute must. She also serves as the faculty advisor for Health Matrix and the co-director of the Law Medicine Center. A member of the Society of Benchers, she has been a beloved member of our faculty for over 20 years. We welcome Shirona.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Health Matrix Journal of Law Medicine is one of the highest ranked student-edited health law journals in the country. Our scholarship focuses on the intersection of law, ethics, medicine, and policy. The 12 student editors all write notes, a third of which are selected for publication. From among those, we award the designation of Outstanding Note of the Year. This year's recipient wrote a piece entitled Mental Health Care Disparity, the Highs and Lows of Parity Legislation. It was an excellent piece on a really important topic, and she is Julie Gabella.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Julie.
Thank you.
The Richard A. and Brandon S. Collier Award was established in 1997 to provide an annual award for outstanding achievement in the law medicine curriculum. We want to extend a special thank you to award steward Brandon Collier, who is watching this ceremony. This year's recipients are Salia Moore and Audrey Quinn, both of which have done excellent work in our health law program.
Thank you.
Hi, Salia, congratulations. The Littler Mendelsohn Labor Law Award was established in 2002 to recognize a student who has excelled in the study of labor and employment law. This year's recipient is Luke Palmer.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, very well deserved. The Zashin and Rich Employment and Labor Law Prize honors students with significant achievement in employment law in recognition of Stephen Zashin's instrumental work and contribution to the legal community in Cleveland and in the United States. This year's recipients are Catherine Maloney and Bridget Cicento. Catherine, congratulations. Wonderful work.
Thank you.
Bridget, the same to you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Hoffman.
The Zash and Enriched Family Law Prize was established in 2010 to provide an annual award to one or more students enrolled in the School of Law who demonstrate outstanding performance in advanced domestic relations or family law. This year's recipient is, once again, Bridget Cicento.
Thank you again, Professor Hoffman.
Amazing work. Congratulations. And finally, my last award to announce is the Outstanding Woman Law Graduate Award. This is presented by the National Association of Women Lawyers to a graduate who has achieved academic distinction and promises contributions to society and to the profession. This year's recipient is Maeve Dunning.
Thank you.
Hi, Maeve. Congratulations.
To present our Moot Court and Mock Trial Awards, we welcome Associate Dean Abadan Cover. Dean Cover serves as Professor of Law and Director of the Institute for Global Security Law and Policy. Dean Cover has supervised students in civil rights and human rights in the Milton A. Kramer Law Clinic Center and taught courses in constitutional law, race and American law, and international law. Since 2019, he has served as Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Welcome, Avi.
Thank you, Dean Berg. I'm pleased to announce the William E. Davis Prizes. The William E. Davis Prizes were established in 1984 to recognize the first and second place teams in the National Mock Trial Tournament Team Night. These 4 students earned the Davis Prize for their performances in 2020 and 2021. They are Andy Nunez Sanchez.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Andy. Joshua Payne. Congratulations, Joshua. Jared Roberts. And Emma Wilson. Congratulations to all 4 of you. We host the Dean Dunmore Moot Court competition each spring to refine students' brief writing skills and improve appellate oral advocacy. This intramural appellate advocacy tournament is named in honor of Dean Walter Thomas Dunmore, who led the law school during one of its most prodigious periods of growth from 1910 to 1945. And these students had an particularly strong accomplishment because they had to conduct their competition right at the beginning of the pandemic, and just as we were working on Zoom. The Dean Dunmore Moot Competition tournament winner from the class of 2021 is Alexandria McKenna Lundberg. This class's Dean Dunmore Moot Court Competition tournament runner-up is Dylan Brown. Congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you.
The A.E. Bernstein Award is presented to the best oral advocate in the Dean Dunmore Moot Court competition. This class's recipient is Natalie Ehlers. Congratulations, Natalie.
Thank you.
The Dean Dunmore Moot Court Competition Tournament Award is presented to the student with the highest combined brief and oral scores. This class's recipient is Melanie King. Congratulations, Melanie. The Dean's Brief Writing Award is presented to the student with the best brief in the competition. This class's recipient is Jesse Wynn.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jesse. Finally, I'll announce the Order of the Barristers, the newest members. The Order of the Barristers is a national honor society whose purpose is to encourage excellence in oral advocacy and in brief writing. Members are selected for excellence in advocacy and for their total contribution to the law school's moot court and advocacy programs. The newest members of the Order of Barristers are Dylan Brown, Maeve Dunine, Lauren Durham, Andy Nunez Sanchez, Natalie Ehlers, Joshua Payne, Jared Roberts, and Paul Willison.
Thank you so much, Avi. Now, established by an impressive class of 1985 alum, Michelle Ghan, who practices in Shanghai, China. The Ghan International Business Law Award is awarded each year to a top student studying international business law. This year's recipient is David Bowles.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dave. The Klatsky Human Rights Watch Fellowships were established in 2000 to support students who dedicate a summer to Human Rights Watch. We would like to extend a special welcome to the namesake of these fellowships, Bruce Klatsky, who is watching the ceremony remotely. The following graduates received Klatsky fellowships during their law school careers: Christina Aid Toss.
Thank you.
And Bryce Sanders.
Thank you.
Great job. The Sidney H. Moss Award was established in 1950 and amended in 1995 to award an annual prize to the students who obtained the highest grades in evidence at the School of Law. This year's recipient is Gregory Hilbert.
Thank you.
And the Lauren B. and Randall E. Shai Fellowship Award was established in 2017 to support students who dedicate a summer to working in the critical fields of data privacy and data ethics. The recipient from this year's graduating class is Madeline Braver.
Thank you.
The Sindel Torts Prize is awarded to the student who prepares the best essay in the field of torts. The recipient of this year's award for his paper in 2020, titled Apportioning Responsibility Between Intentional and Negligent Joint Tortfeasors under the Restatement Third of Torts, is Paul Willison.
Thank you.
Great job, Paul. The Norma and Larry Zuckerman Prize was established in 2014 to support an annual prize for the best essay in the field of criminal law. We thank this award's benefactor, Larry Zuckerman, for joining us this evening virtually. The recipient of this year's prize for his paper entitled A New Standard for Searches and Seizures of Cell Phones at the International Border is Peter Mullenhauer.
Thank you very much.
Right, Peter. Established in 1968, the Case Western Reserve Journal of International Law is one of the oldest and most prestigious international law journals in the entire world. The Journal of International Law's Distinguished Student Note is selected from about a dozen submissions every year. The recipient of the class of 2021 award for her paper entitled Pathways to Accountability for Starvation Crimes in Yemen is Laura Graham.
Thank you.
The Paul J. Hergenroder Award was established in 1987 to provide an annual award to the top student in trial tactics. This year's recipient is Elizabeth Sakier.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The John Ragg Kellogg Prize was established in 1983 to recognize the minority student who, at the end of their first year, demonstrated the greatest achievement. The recipient from the class of 2021 is Laura Durham.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The Marvin and Sue Sickerman Excellence in Bankruptcy Award is an award given by the Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association's Bankruptcy and Commercial Law section to a student who has demonstrated scholarship, commitment, and aptitude for a career in bankruptcy law. This year's recipient is Emily Peters.
Thank you, Dean Berg.
Congratulations. The William H. Wallace Award was established in 1995 to provide annual support to a student for excellence in litigation skills. This year's recipient is Benjamin North. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The School of Law Pro Bono Recognition Program, established in 2013, recognizes those students who have served the community by completing a minimum of 50 qualifying pro bono hours. The participants in this year's program completed over 2,000 pro bono hours. They are Emily Calla, Kristen Connors, Maeve Deneen, Lauren Durham, Jordan Hawk, David Krawick, Amanda McCool, Christine Pokrufka, and Michael Zucker. Congratulations to all of you. The Jacob Hecht Pro Bono Graduating Student of the Year Award was established in 2018 and recognizes the student who completes the greatest number of qualifying pro bono hours. This year's recipient, having completed over 850 hours of pro bono work for the Yemen Accountability Project, is Laura Graham.
Thank you, Dean Berg.
Congratulations again to all of our award recipients, and thank you to the benefactors and stewards who have made these awards possible. Also, a very special thank you to the many family members and friends who joined us from around the world to support your graduates. Thank you all, and best of luck to the class of 2021.
That concludes our award ceremony. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend.